Inheritance of Echoes. When my aunt passed away, her will left me an odd inheritance, an antique doll with porcelain skin and a peculiar, almost lifelike gaze. I shrugged it off as another one of her eccentricities, placing it on a shelf in my living room. It wasn't until I noticed its eyes seemed to follow me around the room that I began to feel uneasy. Late at night, when the apartment was quiet, I could swear I heard faint whispers echoing my own voice, but I chalked it up to exhaustion and the creaks of an old building. Yet, something in the back of my mind nagged at me, a fragment of a memory I couldn't quite place. The unease grew when I started receiving calls from my own number. My voice would answer, mimicking my tone and inflection, yet with a mocking undertone that sent chills down my spine. As I delved deeper into my aunt's history, I discovered she was part of a local folklore society that dabbled in the occult. They believed certain objects could serve as vessels for spirits, and my aunt was particularly fond of one doll, a doll that matched the description of the one now sitting silently on my shelf. It seemed harmless enough, but the coincidence was too eerie to ignore. Determined to uncover the truth, I reached out to one of my aunt's old friends who was still active in the society. She hesitated before agreeing to meet, warning me that some relics were best left undisturbed. Her eyes widened in horror when she saw the doll, and she refused to enter my apartment, insisting we speak in the hallway. She recounted tales of people who claimed the doll could absorb fragments of a person's soul, using their own voice to torment them. Her words brought back the nagging memory. My aunt had once cautioned me about the dangers of Echoes, entities that could mimic and manipulate. That night, as I sat alone in my dimly lit apartment, I heard a familiar melody, my voice, singing an old lullaby my aunt used to hum. The sound drew me to the shelf where the doll sat, its eyes gleaming with a sinister intelligence. My own voice whispered from its painted lips, "I've been waiting for you." As the room grew colder, the doll's porcelain face cracked into a twisted smile, and I realized too late that my aunt's inheritance was not a gift, but a curse. The doll wasn't just mimicking me, it was becoming me.